All right, gentlemen, fire in the hole. Give me some knuckles here.
Let's do it, baby.
All right. Hey, you know what? We lost a heck of an entertainer this week, and wanted to pay him a little bit of tribute. So we're going to kick it off with a little bit of little Mr. Tom Petty.
Won't back down, baby.
I tell you what, this is appropriate, isn't it?
Yes.
When I saw that, read that he had passed away, I was just like, damn it, and it was a bad day already on Monday, right?
You know what? It was a bad day, and it's unfortunate we had the incident in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's going to get his proper send-off, right?
Yeah.
And we're doing it right here, right now.
No shit.
On Fire
Absolutely.
and Brimmstone. Where it matters most,
baby.
baby.
On that, man.
Where it matters most, everyone.
Yeah, give me some knuckles on that. This guy, he just seemed to do it right.
That's
he
right.
just seemed to, he wasn't pretentious. He wasn't like a prima donna, ass or anything like that. He just seemed to do it. He did it right, and just my favorite Super Bowl halftime show was in, I think it was Super Bowl 42, 2008, when Tom Petty was on the stage.
Yeah.
And you know what I loved about it? There's no like glitz and lights and all that sort of stuff. He just went out there and he played 4 songs.
Yeah.
And he just sounded just damn good playing 4 songs.
He didn't need the extra dancers.
He didn't need it.
He didn't need
all
Janet
that
Jackson's
stuff.
boobies.
He
Like
didn't.
Jay Timberlake.
That's No, you want that in the background. That's okay. I don't think anybody's going to argue about that, right? But no.
But Petty put his head down. He did his job, and he entertained.
He did.
As an American classic and icon, we gotta give it up.
Yeah.
Maybe a moment of silence for Mr. Petty. You know what I'm saying?
A little music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Music. Wonderful.
I like. Okay. What was your favorite Super Bowl halftime show? Was there one that you really remember that, was like your favorite?
Well, it's like what I referenced there. Remember?
Let's see where he's going with this one.
Well,
what do you think, Logan? Where do you think he's going with this one?
What I'm saying?
I'm probably going to have to go with Bruce Springsteen when the Cardinals played the Steelers. And I can't remember the Super Bowl number on top of my head, but it was when Kurt Warner was the QB for the Cardinals.
That was a hell of a performance.
Yeah.
That another one, The Who. I'm really dating myself, man, because I'm going for the old stuff, but they're solid. I mean, that's why they're playing the Super Bowl. I think Bob Seger would be great in the Super Bowl halftime show. I think you get Seger out there to bang out a couple. He doesn't need lights and glitz and glamour and all that sort of shit.
It depends on what the NFL wants to do. Do they want to jazz up with lights and singers? Yeah. I mean, Beyonce, she has a heck of a halftime show too. She can bring it.
I tell you what, Katy Perry.
Oh, she did real well too.
You know what? I could turn the volume off, and that was still a great halftime show.
That's right. Bruno Mars was excellent a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So,
jeez.
Bruno Mars was a great performer. He is a great performer too.
You know what? I didn't know squat about Bruno Mars until that. I was telling my kids it's Bruno Mars bar. Like, who the heck is this? I gotta admit, it wasn't a bad halftime show.
Yeah,
what about you? What was your? Okay, you said Bruce Springsteen. What did you say?
I'll go with the Jay Timberlake, Beyonce, Bruno Mars. Yeah. So I mean, any of those guys, they entertain. As long as it kept me glued to the TV, it's all that matters.
You know what? And at the end of the day, if you're an advertiser, that's exactly what you want. You want people to be sitting in front of that TV and not losing any.
Exactly.
Just you keep your butt in front of that TV. Doesn't matter how the game's going.
That's why they pay $1 million a minute.
That's exactly right. That's it right there. I read that JT Justin Timberlake is going to be probably.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys read that?
Yep, most likely.
Now, who was it a couple years ago that it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Remember they announced them to be
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
and then and then they had like 5 other groups come on because it just sounded like they weren't going to be able to carry it on their own.
Yeah,
and then a couple days after they announced it, they were okay. This person's going to come and this person's going to come, and kind of tells you that maybe the quality. Maybe they just kind of overreached on that one. The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Sure thing.
But, it is what it is, right? It's a Super Bowl, man. It's still a Super Bowl. So, hey, guys, welcome to Fire and Brimstone, man. We've been talking about this all the freaking time. that, Troy and I have been doing Fire and Brimmstone. He has been traveling a heck of a lot, hunkered down in some undisclosed location. So he said, we got to keep this going, man. We can't lose our, the mojo that we've got going. So you guys, you've been giving me shit all the time about picks and, and so finally I said, well, the hell with you.
Get your ass in the basement.
That's right.
Bring it.
Bring it here.
Bring it here.
So, I've got the delight of having Ping here. All right, brother.
Thank you.
And Logan, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Now, what the hell do we call you guys? Okay, I mean, do we call you, the Flames, Sparks, Matches? I mean, you got I'm thinking Blowtorch. You're like a blowtorch. I'm looking at you. Jackie Chan looking and all that sort of stuff.
You can call me one of those Game of Thrones dragons. You know what I'm saying? It's fire. Just call me dragon. I like that. Breathing dragon, a rain dragon. You could be the blue eyes dragon from one of the White Walkers, and I could be the other one.
It sounds good to me.
We gotta get the names first, though. But
sounds good to me. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't have anything Game of Thrones down here, do I?
All right.
So, dudes, we're 4 weeks into this season. Holy crap,
man! It's gonna be over soon, man.
I don't even talk about it. You know what? We wait all year long for this.
I know.
And now we're a quarter of the way into it, and it's like, damn, no, it's going too fast. I don't want
it
to go
is.
that fast. So,
crazy.
Anything that just jumps out and gets you.
One thing for me was how the Kansas City Chiefs are 4-0 and how they came out opening week at New England when they honored the Super Bowl winning teams and just came out and just destroyed New England.
Lathered them.
Yes,
absolutely lathered them.
That surprised me right off the bat, and how they're 4-0 right now. I just would never thought that they would be undefeated right now.
Our Toledo Rocket did that. Kareem Hunt.
Hey, little toast to Toledo Rockets here.
Rockets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Rockets alumni here.
Andy Reid, I think, is the best head coach in football. I just hands down, I think he's the best. He's the most underrated. That's my take. Most underrated head coach in football. And they'd probably be 3-1, even without Kareem Hunt, just because it's an Andy Reid team.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But he brings such a dimension now. Kind of like with Zeke Elliott last year with the Cowboys, right? Look what happened there. I mean, they took that team that was to another level, especially with the rookie quarterback. You've got what Zeke did to that. I think you're spot on, man. That's a hell of a team, though.
You give Andy Reid another weapon, a running attack like Kareem, who can catch out of the backfield and can slip the tackles like that. Now you open Alex Smith up with his level of confidence.
Yeah.
And he can just torch it. He can.
But
here's the thing too, though. Why is Patrick Mahomes there? Guess what? To give Alex Smith, hey, we got to step up.
Okay, so who do you cover? Yeah. When you're playing defense against them? Who do you cover? You've got Kareem Hunt, who's going to run the ball.
Tyreek the Freak.
You got Tyreek the Freak, right? You've got
Travis Kelce.
That's right, Kelce, right? So who do you cover? And then you got Alex Smith, who does not lose a game, right?
Yeah.
He manages the game, or maybe that's not. Maybe we're knocking him when you say manage. I mean, he plays a good game, but
he doesn't throw INTs.
He doesn't throw INTs. That's absolutely right.
Takeaways.
So who do you cover? How do you? I don't know. If you're an opposing defensive coordinator, you are just like shit. I mean,
I mean, who's a great defensive mind? Bill Belichick. Look what they did to them.
Oh, destroyed them.
Absolutely
destroyed them.
Shreds.
The only knock on that is they didn't have any tape on Kareem Hunt at that time. Remember, he comes out first game rookie.
Well, first game he fumbled.
First carry.
Oh, that's right.
He hasn't fumbled for 400 some carries at Toledo. First carry, he fumbles, Logan. That's right. 200 something yards, 3 TDs later. You should have started me. That's right.
Welcome to the NFL.
That's right.
No kidding.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Yeah, that's a big one. What about the Rams, though?
I'm excited about the Rams. They got they call this McVay, right?
Yeah, McVay.
Yeah,
offensive genius, young. Look at what Fisher, a defensive mind coach, and how Goff was looking.
Yeah,
and you bring in this young offensive mind, and you give him Gurley and Goff. Now, Goff looks like he's
he looks like he's actually number one pick.
Yeah, he belongs to the number one pick.
Yeah,
they surrounded him with a running back, Gurley, and then he's got Watkins. They traded for a couple of receivers.
Yep.
They look, man, NFC West champs.
Goff looked like a water boy last year when he was playing.
I mean,
he was absolutely horrible.
Sure thing.
And then what is similar between the Chiefs and the Rams right now? What's one thing they got going for them?
Got good running backs.
I got a running game, man. You got Kareem Hunt and you got Gurley. That helps out the entire offense because they get Sammy Watkins now, right? They picked up Sammy Watkins. You got Gurley, right? That's able to run all over. Did you see that touchdown pass that he caught?
Oh yeah.
Against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He just cut the seam and then he got the ball and just ran away from them.
You know what? And that was at Zeke's house too.
That was it. That was at Zeke's house.
And Zeke's
absolutely.
like, "Whoa, I'm not the best running back this year. I'm
know
probably
what?
3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5." Gurley, Hunt, Bell, maybe Zeke.
Yeah. That's the cowbell, for the Steelers there. What other big takeaways? Or how about disappointments? Anything that
disappointments? Man, New York Giants.
0-4.
I don't think they're going to get out of that. Logan, what do you think? I don't think they're going to get out of that NFC East.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's kind of disappointing because they went out this offseason to bring in more weapons for Eli Manning. They bring in Brandon Marshall, draft a tight end in the first round.
Evan Ingram, yep.
Yeah, Evan Ingram. And they can't do anything with this offense. They're lucky to score a touchdown in games. I mean, it took them till last week to score their first touchdown?
Maybe, yeah.
I've never been a big Eli Manning fan.
You know what?
He's
not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No.
I don't think he gets in.
No way.
I know he's got 2 Super Bowls, but I can't stand watching him play. No,
I can't stand it either.
Yeah,
I cannot stand it either. He just, but if he doesn't have weapons around him, it just kind of exposes what Eli really is like. You know, because he just doesn't
holds on to the ball too long.
He's not going to carry a team. He is not going to carry a team. He needs to have weapons around him, and they just don't have it.
They don't have a running game?
Yeah.
Nope.
To go off what you said, they have no running game at all.
We got Perkins, Darkwa, Vereen. Vereen's like probably older than my daddy. Vereen's been in the league forever.
What about the Lions?
What about my Detroit Lions, baby? What about the Detroit Lions, baby?
Knuckles there, man.
Oh my! They may be 3-1 on record, but they're 4-0. Watch out.
Oh, the Lions!
You cheeseheads!
I tell you what, who they lost? They lost that the linebacker,
Davis, the rookie linebacker. He had a concussion.
In preseason, the one that he led them in sacks last year. I forget his name.
Terry Hyder.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Hyder.
Yeah, it's in camp. You lose him, and it's like, oh damn! It's starting, right? It's absolutely starting.
Terrell Austin and Caldwell's got this defense on spot. He could
give him credit.
You have to give him credit. So I mean, he was interviewing for head coaches positions a couple years ago.
He's gonna get one this year.
Oh, you know what? Oh, he's gonna get some interviews this year. Man, it's gonna suck to lose him. But guess what? He is doing things with rookies, Slay, and all those guys, and it's just amazing.
You got to give him credit, man. You got to give him credit because I don't think the Cheeseheads are playing that good. I do not think that the Cheeseheads are really.
How many of them got injured last week?
Oh, I know. Actually, they seem to play better when they do get injured.
Because it was like play after play.
Yeah.
Chicago was taking each guy out like one by one.
But again, they don't have a running game. They get that Ty Montgomery who is
broken ribs.
Yep.
He's built like a receiver. Why do you think he's a receiver? Because he's not built like a running back to take the pounding.
Yeah. So they don't have a running game, and it just kind of fits, right?
They just have Aaron Rodgers.
That's kind of the frickin' theme, isn't it, man?
Yeah, gotta have a running game.
The running game seems to be it.
That opens up your world of. It opens up the fourth dimension or something like that, guys. There's a parallel universe here. We just haven't discovered it yet.
All right, who else? Anybody else that jumped? Oh, what about the Bills? I mean, if I told you after week 4, the Bills would be in first place and then AFC East.
I think they found their coach.
Yeah. You know what? You're probably right.
No, they probably felt they found the coach.
You're probably right.
They traded away key pieces away.
Yeah.
Watkins is gone.
They
traded Kiko Alonso is gone.
Yeah.
Back to Miami. So you know what? They probably found their coach.
And they're getting draft picks.
Yeah.
They're getting draft picks for all that too, right?
Yeah.
They got leverage.
That's right.
Oh,
no
I like
kidding.
leverage.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's something else.
3-1, right?
3-1
on top. Yeah.
And they beat the defending NFC champs last week, so keep that in mind too.
That's a big
At
game.
home, at the Nest.
That's right.
That's
right.
Yes.
Down in hot Atlanta, man. That's a shocker.
Atlanta should be 0-4.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Detroit, the Bills, the other.
At least 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Give them at least 3-1.
Atlanta.
What about the Bears? It looks like they're going to
Trubisky time.
Play Trubisky. Yeah.
About time.
They need a new head coach too.
Yeah.
They need a head coach.
Offensive guys like Trubisky needs an offensive coach. Fox is a defensive guy. You got to give the kid a chance with the offensive mind. So Fox is gone after this year. Trubisky's going to have, new leadership, and he's going to shine. But they got to keep the receivers healthy. Cam Amir, White, that kid White, injured.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about it, is like they can't keep anybody healthy. So they ain't going to do much, but, it's going to be a good learning experience for Trubisky.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him on Monday night. I'll watch Monday night for him.
Hey, actually, you make a good point. I'll watch that too. I'll watch that one just because I want to see what the hell he's going to look like, right? Because he's the face of the future for that franchise.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he's going up against Xavier Rhodes in the Minnesota, the purple people eaters too.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
Now they're in a little bit hurt. Okay, that sucks, man. Their season starts out. It looked really good. Sam Bradford didn't seem to be playing well in the first game, right? You got Dalvin Cook. Now they're both out. Cook's done for the season. I haven't really heard about Bradford. Is he done for the season, or
no,
is he just kind of like
he's like week to week, I believe. So
is he?
They said he could possibly come back not this upcoming week, but the following. Is what I heard.
They're hiding something.
Yeah.
Don't reporting what they should be reporting to the NFL.
Yeah, that's it's kind of a bummer. And then my Raiders, Derek Carr,
man,
damn it,
man, poor Carr,
not again.
Just damn it.
I think they just need to move to Las Vegas already. He needs to start rolling. Shooting craps.
That's right. Let me say it one more time. Damn it. It just, now we talk about Trubinsky. When Carr played that first season, they went 0-10. But he learned a ton. He absolutely learned a ton. They threw him to the Wolves. Remember Troy Aikman, his first season with the Cowboys, they went 1-15. And he got his ass kicked, but he was better for it. He became a better, because he is a smart. It's between between years,
take
man.
2 steps forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So that was, but damn it. Can I say it one more time? Damn it. I mean, I don't know. I just,
your Raiders, Marshawn Lynch, he came back for the hometown discount.
Do you guys think I like the Raiders? I mean, it's you don't see anything around here.
It's all over your room.
Yeah, that's right.
You got Los Angeles back here too, man.
LA Raiders, wow.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I feel for the Raiders. I mean, they got to get Carr up and healthy. I looked at that play, and you know what? I think he's got to be smarter.
Oh yeah,
he's got to learn how to fall.
He should have gone down.
How to roll. Don't. You're not Aaron Rodgers. You can't extend a play like him. You got to learn how to be smarter about that. There may be guys and knees flying around that may hit you. Expose yourself.
He kind of did a cardinal sin because he turned his back.
Exactly.
You never see anybody turn their back on something like that. And
that's right.
And he almost got what he deserved.
You got to be cognizant of your environment.
He should have just gone down. He should have just. You're right. He should have just done. The acting. The soccer.
Curl up, roll down. You know what? Live to see another play.
Is there nothing worse? You see guys in soccer. They're football, right?
Oh yeah.
And they just get touched.
Yes.
And they do these Academy Award nomination, things
awful.
where it's like, seriously, they're giving everybody else a blow, but come on, seriously.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of acting going on there.
And I know.
Lots of acting.
Absolutely, it's infuriating when they do that.
To take it back, I think the Raiders, Marshawn Lynch is getting old. You know who
No, Marshawn Lynch is old.
He is old.
Yeah, he just retired. He's come back from retirement.
You know who the Raiders need? That kid out of Penn State. What were you saying, Logan? Who's that kid out of Penn State?
Saquon Barkley.
That's right. You put him on there.
The problem is
you're going to go to Vegas to see a Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah, the problem is he doesn't make it to the Raiders because Reggie McKenzie won't trade up in the draft, and he will go. What I'm saying is next year's draft, he just will never. He'll never make it to that point.
He'll be a top 10 pick.
That's right, exactly, as he should be.
You trade up. You give the house.
No, that's what I'm just saying. Reggie McKenzie doesn't do that.
He's got to.
You know what? I think.
Could you imagine the Raiders in the Super Bowl? And they're going to have the Super Bowl in Las Vegas sooner or later after they build that multi-billion-dollar
Are
stadium.
you kidding me? You're doggone right.
I'm just telling you.
Are you kidding me?
You put this Nittany Lion there, it opens up the world. And then you know what? He needs another because Amari Cooper has taken a step back.
Yeah.
Crabtree's getting old too.
Yeah.
So you need a young wide receiver there. I don't know who you're going to get, but bring somebody that could create separation.
Yeah. So, I'm in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and I'm going by that, and you know what? The Raiders in Vegas is like peanut butter and jelly. It is like, peanut butter and chocolate. These things were just meant to frickin' be. Sure. I'm going out there. That first season, man, at Vegas.
See what I mean?
Football.
The Raider Nation travels, right?
Oh, my gosh, yeah. You're doggone right they do.
Just because, you're not talking about a baseball team out there that's got to be there for 80-something games.
No.
You got 8 games out there, and they're gonna draw the Raider Nation and Lions fan or Browns fans. You know what I mean?
You know what?
I'm gonna go to the casino, and then you know what? Guess what? We're gonna go watch a game.
Hey, I've gone out there for a NASCAR race. You know,
Yeah.
you go out there on Friday, you get the NASCAR race on Sunday. You know, I mean, it's just it is meant to be. It is, you know, like I said,
I'm
is
excited.
like it's peanut butter and jelly, man.
Gives me a reason
I mean,
to go to
these
Vegas.
things were meant to be. So, what do you guys think? Why don't we go ahead and jump into week 5 and talk about any big takeaways or
Let's do
anything
that. Yeah.
So, what games are any games that just kind of stand out to you guys? Is, you know, slobber knocker type events, ones that you'd be looking forward to watch on Sunday?
I'm not gonna watch this game, but it's gonna be on TV. But as I stated, the Jets and the Brownies. Whoever loses this is gonna get the first overall pick.
Who wants the number 1 overall pick?
Logan
before
does. Logan.
the best?
Okay, Logan. I'm gonna set this scenario up for you, baby. If the Browns loses on their schedule, it doesn't look like they have a winnable game.
No.
What do you do if Darnold decides to come out and you got Kaiser in the deck?
Damn, you trade. Trade.
Well, going back to
Come
what Doug said about Troy Aikman going 1-15, Derek Carr going 0-10. You know, this might happen to Sean Kaiser this year. He might have a terrible record, but next year he might be able to turn things around and the Browns franchise starts rolling.
So wait, if you were the GM of the Browns, you would keep Kaiser and not take Darnold if he want to come to your city?
I'm not sold on Darnold. I'm not sold on Darnold. He's got a very small resume.
Did you see that pass that he threaded between Penn State last year at the Rose Bowl?
Yeah. It was last year, though, dude.
I'm telling you, that kid, I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying he's not going to be good.
I love my Central Catholic Toledo product, trust me. But you know what? He scrambles too much. I want something in there that's 90% football up here in the head. And I think he can stand in that pocket and dish out the passes.
Well, you know what?
I trade Kaiser. I take Darnold any day of the week.
If I were the Jets, I'd be all over Darnold, right? You know,
Sure.
I mean, if the Browns get him, then you could. I would. The Browns, I mean, they got like 500 draft picks.
Oh,
next
yeah.
year. You know, they're just stocking draft
It's
picks.
like 20 songs.
I know. They just have a ton. But you know what? They get the number 1 draft pick, and guess what? People will just be they'll be getting phone calls left and right.
Oh yeah, but for sure.
You know,
Sure.
And that would set the Browns up for years to come because they're just going to keep stocking number 1, number 2. You know, those type of draft picks.
You get them, but you know you need the right personnel to pick the right talent.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
You know you got to put people in the right. You got 20 picks. You know.
What about you, Mr. Logan? What game stands out that you would jump all over here?
For me, it's probably the rematch of last year's NFC opening playoff game, Packers and the Cowboys.
Ooh.
The Cowboys are going to remember the game last year. That game has probably not left their heads yet, and I think they might come out and surprise some people, and I think they'll probably beat the Packers, honestly.
Dang. And so what? We got the Cowboys by 2. They're down in the Big D down there, right?
You're right.
You know, Jerry's house, which means it's a pick'em game, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's a pick'em game. That's a tough one. It just I don't see the Cowboys losing 2 weeks in a row down in Dallas like that. That's a tough one.
Well, not especially when you know does Aaron Rodgers have his own line back yet, or is he still playing with backup his left guard? Remember?
They were hurt.
Yeah, they were.
A lot of guys hurt.
Are they coming
a lot
back?
of guys
Because
hurt.
I mean, he can extend plays, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I gotta go with the Cowboys on this one.
I'm
you
thinking
can't lose
Cowboys
2 times
all the
in a row
way.
in your own house.
I'm looking at
that.
Cowboys straight up in the cover. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, Cowboys.
And we'll publish all these on Twitter. We'll put them on Facebook, too. We'll put all this sort of stuff. We'll get Troy's as well. We'll get everything out there, and everybody can bang on us about those picks. But I'm with you. I think that no, I don't see it 2 weeks in a row at Jerry's house, and I just don't see what's coming out of the Packers are doing it. What about that Thursday night game? Tomorrow night's game, man.
I'm watching that.
I tell you what, is this a must-win? Hey, do you guys ever remember a must-win for the Patriots? I mean,
yeah.
Besides
Exactly.
the Super
When's the last
Bowl,
time you seen
besides the
must-win
Super Bowl,
in
yeah,
Patriots?
that's right. Yeah. Besides the Super Bowl, have you ever seen a must-win? They need this one. If they lose this game, they're 2-3, and they already have 3. They're 1-2 at home already, which means that they need to win on the road.
Yes.
This is in the Buccaneers. I like Jameis Winston. I'm a Jameis Winston buyer, and he's got some tools down there. Some toys to play with.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they're ready to break out, and there is nothing that the Patriots show me that says they're going to be able to stop the Buccaneers. I can't believe
not their defense. They got to score more than what their defense can give up.
You guys see the line on that? They're going down to Tampa, and the Patriots are 5.5 point favorites.
That's because Brady's supposed to light them up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Jeez.
No.
I'm Buccaneers all the way. Yeah. I am Buccaneers all the way.
Key thing here is that Winston's got to exploit their secondary, just like how Cam did last week.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees did.
Dude, if Cam could do it, Winston could do it.
Yes.
I think Winston's a better quarterback than Cam, to be quite honest. I think he's a better passing quarterback.
Yes.
And they both can run, right?
Right.
Yes.
So I'm giving the nod up to Winston.
And the Buccaneers have weapons, unlike the Panthers do. So
actually, the Panthers have weapons. They seem to choose not to use the damn weapons. Is what it is. What the hell? Yeah. I mean, come on. They get some weapons. They don't use them. You get McCaffrey. I don't think they give him more than a couple touches a game.
McCaffrey didn't get touches because you know why? Cam ran all the TDs.
Well, what the hell? But you can't do that.
But that's Cam's DNA.
I know. That's his DNA. And you're right. And that's not Winston's DNA. Winston
would just shoot the ball.
Absolutely.
Throw the deep ball.
He will go wherever he has to go, right?
So I think Evans is probably going to get 7 or 8 catches, over 100 yards in a TD.
Okay. I'm going to set the table for you here, dude. This is all you. We are going to sit back and listen to this one. The Panthers at the Lions.
Oh, goodness. Jeez.
Talk to me.
Go Lions defense. You know what? I think I know the Lions are going to give Cam a hard time, but they're going to shut down that secondary with Slay and those guys in the back there. They're going to shut down Calvin Benjamin and Fun. So the key thing here is that we have to focus on McCaffrey because they may exploit him more. And you got to shut down Cam too because that's his DNA. He's going to want to run.
Yeah.
So you just got to have someone spied on him. But that's going to be a very, very good matchup. My Stafford's got to play better. He's got to distribute the ball. I mean, Eric Ebron can't have any more drops, and they got to work on because Josh Norman's no longer there. They got to work on the outside with Marvin Jones and Digit to Golden Tate and get that short yardage gain. And I think Stafford's got to have at least 2 TDs and over 300 yards, and I think it's a victory. And then our defense, we got to shut them down. You got to shut Cam down and McCaffrey because I believe they're going to get McCaffrey more involved this time around.
Yeah,
they have to. He's too dynamic. How do you not give a player like that the ball? You got to get him more touches.
And I think that every game is important, right? But for the playoff implications, let's say it comes out a wild card. The head-to-head is the first thing that goes, right? So playing the Lions, that's a big game for them. It's a huge game for them. So I'm with you. I think you're spot on everything you said.
Yeah, you're at home. You're playing an opponent that Cam's a little banged up too. He's not 100%. So I think with the Lions, your defense has stepped it up. But you know what? Stafford's got to show up and act like he's and play like he's the highest player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The highest paid
no
player.
shit.
Yeah.
No
exactly.
shit. I do like Stafford he's one of those guys. I could see him on a dirt field. Just kind of like his uniform's going to be all dirty, the shirt's untucked, he just kind of, he's got that swagger, that moxie about him that, and he's got a hell of a gun too, So what do you think? Logan, tell me about this. If I told you like 4 weeks ago at the beginning of the season that the Seahawks at the Rams is a huge matchup in week 5.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Who would have thought that? Who would have thought of that?
No way. I mean, this is a must-win for the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks to go all the way as NFC champions, and they're looking nothing like any freak. They can't even win. They're not going to win the division the way they're playing right now.
Who's their running back?
I don't know. There we go again. Back to the running back stuff, right?
Russell Wilson? You can't have him running like that.
No. Tell me about Jimmy Graham. They got one of the best tight ends in football.
They had him for 2 years.
No kidding. Last week. No, I know. I do not. It's like having an 8-cylinder car, but driving to the grocery store. You're not using it, right?
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
You got a Corvette, and I'm gonna go down to Rite Aid to pick up, some, a Christmas card or something like that. That's stupid. Goodness. Jeez, you don't need that. But that's a big game. That is a huge game for them. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's the spread on that? Looks like the Rams by 1.5, which sounds about right. Yeah. It's about a pick'em game.
It's in it's in L.A.
I think the Rams are going to pull this one off. For some reason, Seattle had a rough time playing at the Coliseum last year. They played awful, and
that's a good point. It's a solid call.
I think the Rams are going to pull this one off.
Yeah, you know what, the coach. It's going to go back to coaching, and McVay's going to. He has some tricks up his sleeves, and Gurley, they're going to open up Gurley. That's going to expose the Seahawks defense.
And the way that you got to give Goff credit, man. The way he
Yeah.
looks. I mean, that dude, whatever they did, I don't know if they sent him to like a shrink or
They
something.
sent him to
I
Mars.
mean,
That's what they did. They replaced him. They cloned him. They cloned him, baby.
There's something.
Hey, whatever they did it right.
We're
Look,
buyers.
If the Rams win and they go 4-1, watch out.
Oh yeah,
Watch out.
they could win that division.
They-
Oh,
they could
easily,
go for-
easily.
they
How many
could-
wins did they have last year? I forget. It was like
it
maybe
was-
1 or 2.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awful.
That's Jeff Fisher. We know how Jeff Fisher.
They go from like 1 or 2 wins to now we're talking about them actually winning the freaking division.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
Unreal.
If they win, Carson Palmer's getting, he's getting cobwebs.
Yeah.
Cardinals are out of it.
49ers are out of it, too.
49ers out of it. They can win that division. Wow.
They could.
Yeah.
They could. Because you're right. Palmer is just looking. This is last season. He's done. Hey,
yeah.
there's a place for Darnold.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to need a backup, but they're going to need another quarterback, right?
Yeah.
There's a place for Darnold right there.
Yeah,
Now that you think about
David
it.
Johnson's still young. Yeah.
And that'd be a great place for him, Bring him in. We're talking about you're playing indoors, so you don't have to, deal with the elements and all that.
You're not too far away from home.
That's an interesting call. What about how about another game here? How about the Chiefs and the Texans? It's Sunday night game. That looks freaking intriguing, man.
Defensive game, right
Kareem
here.
the Dream.
Oh, dude.
Kareem the Dream, Logan.
Yeah, Kareem the Dream.
I don't know. Defense, I don't know if it's defensive. You hope that you have some defense.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, because the Texans, they put up like 56 or something like that last week?
Against
What
the
was it?
Titans.
Against the Titans.
57-14.
Of all the team's Titans, that just kind of blew me away. But
That was like a basketball school with Deshaun Watson.
it was. No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. So you got Kareem Hunt, you got Deshaun Watson, maybe the two best rookies
Yeah.
in football
By
right
far,
now.
right
by
now,
far.
yeah.
Going against each other. I mean, I don't know who's the rookie of the year so far. Between Kareem Hunt and Deshaun Watson.
Oh, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem
easily.
I think you gotta go Kareem. You're right.
You have
You're right.
to.
Yeah.
But
you
the way
get-
that Deshaun's picking it up, though, I mean, it's going to be interesting at the end of the year. if
He's
they
got to be
can go ahead
careful,
and-
though. He's got to be careful. Don't get himself injured or expose himself by running too much.
You know what? And that's what all rookies do, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
typically what they do.
Yeah.
No.
Except for Kaiser.
Well, they pull him out of the fourth quarter.
He just stays in the pocket.
That's right. that Sunday night matchup, it's gonna be interesting. You got Kareem Hunt there, man. He's he's going up against J.J. Watt and Clowney too. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah.
how he can pull that off.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's gonna be a
I'm
challenge.
looking forward to that one. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. A couple of the other games, really monster matchups that we've got going on here. I think the game that everybody's going to be tuning in around the country is the Chargers and the Giants. That is
The 0-4 folly. Yeah. Who wants to go on 5 first?
Someone's going to win a game.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get their first win.
Someone will get a W.
Hopefully. Hopefully there's not a tie.
What happens if there's a tie, though? Nobody gets a W in the column. We get an 0-4-1.
No.
Man.
Somewhere out there are like 3 people in the country going, I can't wait for that game on Sunday. It's going to be the best game of the whole day. It's like
Well, look, at least the Giants fan will be there. I mean, even if they were in L.A., New York travels well. That stadium L.A.'s playing in, they need to go back to San Diego.
it's not even a stadium. I mean,
It's a soccer stadium. They're putting tarps
know.
on. They're putting tarps on seats. They can't fill the stadium.
It's absolutely it's stupid. You look at
20,000
I know.
people?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
come
know.
on.
There are high schools that play in bigger stadiums than that.
Permian, Texas high school or something like Friday Night Lights. They probably playing a bigger. They got more crowd than
What
the
what
Chargers.
seriously, what the hell were they thinking? Okay, the Raiders don't move into Vegas until they have the stadium built, right?
Right.
I mean, just stay in Dago, man. I mean, just stay
Sit
down
tight,
there.
Go
Why?
year by year lease.
And plus,
figure out.
and plus, the Rams are not Rams fans. LA fans, they're the most fickle fans in the world.
Exactly.
If there's something better going on, they go for it.
Well, they
know
got
what I mean?
Hollywood. They got the
That's
beaches.
right. You got the beach, you got the mountains, you got golf courses, you got all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
I'm not gonna go to a Chargers game.
I mean, you're going to go to the Rams game, right? You're going to go to the game, or guess what? The Dodgers are playing. They get some
Yep,
playoff
you got
Dodgers
playoffs.
going on.
You got USC,
They don't
UCLA.
stand a chance. There is
Yeah.
nothing.
You're too far on the totem pole, baby.
Absolutely, you are at the bottom. They probably can't give away free tickets to that one. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously, especially with the Giants coming in.
They're playing. You know what? I feel bad for the Chargers, Phillip Rivers, but they're in a away game situation all season.
Yeah, that's
Really?
pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
I mean, last week they were playing the Eagles. There were more Eagles fans booing
I-
the Chargers guys.
They just the way that they're
unfortunate.
doing it. Just the way that they're doing it. I think they
unfortunate.
should have done the Raider, go the Raider route.
Yeah.
You got a stadium, stick down in San Diego, work with that. But that's embarrassing is what it is.
It is.
NFL's got to be going, what the hell did we do there? That's
Trust me, Jerry Jones and Kraft is working out a deal with the county in San Diego now to get a new stadium built.
Sure.
And the NFL's going to cough up a little bit more change out of their $4 billion campaign. It's a
Yeah.
nonprofit, remember
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
And they'll go back to San Diego.
Well, that's the best place for him.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Sure.
no fan base. There's
Yeah.
no fan base
No.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Los Angeles is good enough for maybe one team.
Yeah.
There's a
That's it.
reason why there wasn't an NFL team
That's
for
right.
all those
For
years.
all those years. You can't just throw two of them there.
That's right.
All of a sudden. And the Dodgers are kicking ass.
That's right.
They're
Seriously,
100%
come on.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. You got nothing going for you there, man.
Okay, well, basketball's coming around the corner, right? Okay, so now
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Lakers,
Oh,
Clippers,
now we're
That's right.
screwed. Yeah.
yeah.
LA Kings. They're always good.
You got
in
Lonzo
hockey
Ball
every year.
You got Lonzo Ball in the Lakers now. and all
That's
the top
right.
Magic
That's
Johnson.
right. No kidding.
Yeah.
You don't stand a
You
chance.
don't stand a chance.
And
Yeah.
good movies come out in November too, so they're screwed then too.
That's
You know.
right. Yes, exactly. All the holiday movies coming out. The Last Jedi's coming out, baby.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean?
They don't stand a chance. Luke Skywalker versus the Chargers. So who's going to win in that?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on,
Luke's gonna win, baby. Luke's gonna win.
Every time. Every
Every time.
single time.
Yeah, they just need to get back to their hometown. Come on.
Ah, jeez. Well, guys, this was an absolute blast. I think we really kind of beat it up here. What we'll do is let's go ahead. Let's collect our picks. Like I said, we'll get them all together, and we'll post it on Facebook, and we'll post it on Twitter, and let everybody else, let people bang on it. And in fact, we'd always invite people, get people to, give some crap, man. If you think
Yes,
that
sir.
we're, just stupid about it, just say it. Not the first time anybody's ever told us that. So, and then, like I said, we'll get out there on, Facebook, Twitter, just get out there on YouTube as well. We'll get this podcast out there for everybody to
I
hear.
like it.
And then we'll just kind of rock around from there, man.
All right.
What do you think?
All right.
Oh, this is
All right.
awesome.
This is an absolute fun.
Heck
This is an
yeah.
absolute blast.
Yes,
It's a fun time, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very
Hey, give me some
All
knuckles
right,
here,
man.
guys.
That's good stuff.
All right. Hey, everybody. Appreciate it. This is Doug from Fire and Brimstone, and we got down on the, what do we call you again? The
Game
bow
of Thrones.
torch. Yeah, that's right.
Call me Dragon,
Dragon.
Yeah.
What was I? The white.
You were the White Walker.
The White
Dragon.
Dwarf
White
or something like
Walker
that. Yeah, that's right.
Good stuff, baby.
All right,
Thanks
gentlemen.
for having us.
This is a good time. Hey, see ya. Bye. That was pretty fun. What'd you think? That was pretty
kick-ass,
fun.
baby.
That was
You know
pretty
what I'm
fun,
saying?
dude.
Awesome.
That was pretty fun.
That was a good time.